Now, a giant asteroid called 1998 QE2 is due to speed past the Earth tonight, making its closest approach just before 10 o'clock. It's equivalent in size to 9 QE2 cruise ships. That's 1.7 miles, 2.7 kilometres. It's going to come, well, reasonably close to Earth, 3.6 million miles. Put that in context, the Moon is much closer, 239,000 miles away. The asteroid reaching its closest point at, well, approximately 9:59. You don't get much more precise than that. Let's talk to space plasma physicist Martin. Actually, good to see you.
Nice.
Look, let's talk doom and gloom, because
Right,
that's what
okay.
people want to do when we have near-Earth objects. If this was to hit at 1.7 miles, would that be an extinction-level event?
It would certainly have implications for life on Earth on a global scale. So if it were to hit wherever it hits, it pretty much flatten within 200 miles and then cause damage within 1,000, but then you're going to get so much dust going into the atmosphere, blocking out the sun, so it could certainly cause extinction for certain species unless we were crafty or whatever. So we have to think about these things.
So that gives us the Hollywood blockbuster style approach.
Yes, let's get Bruce Willis.
Yeah, I mean, realistically though, I mean, they've known about this for a long time, haven't they? And it's a very long way away.
Oh yes, this is by no means the closest that we get. I mean, we had one a few months ago that was well within our geostationary satellites that all the viewers are watching us on right now. So this is very far away, and certainly it's its closest approach for the next 200 years. So we certainly don't have to worry about this one at all.
It's interesting though, isn't it? Because at the time we had the last one, we also had the strike in Russia. I mean, is there any likelihood of any sort of debris escaping from 1998 QE2 that could have some sort of impact?
Well, with the previous case, I think scientists were able to show that it was just a complete coincidence happened on the same day. And again, this one is so far away that you shouldn't be getting stuff out, even small things coming towards us. And if in the small event that they do, they would likely just completely burn up. So I wouldn't worry about this at all.
It's interesting, though, isn't it? I mean, this is still classed as a near-Earth object because in the great scheme of things, it's pretty close to us. I mean, clearly NASA are keeping a close eye on these objects. Do we still have any solution as to what to do if we find one on a collision course?
Well, that's a big thing that NASA are looking to do in the future. So they've got a few missions lined up that are going to land on asteroids and survey them. And then they've got this crazy wild scheme that they're going to try and implement from about 2020 onwards about capturing an asteroid and putting it around orbit in the Moon to then go and study them. So actually being able to move an asteroid off its normal course, which may be useful if one were to come towards us.
How important are asteroids and comets as well? I mean, the objects that do swirl around our solar system. How important are they in understanding how we were formed and even perhaps where life came from?
Oh, massively. I mean, comets in particular, a great source of water, and a lot of people think that the water on Earth might have actually come from comets, and even the ingredients for life might have come from comets rather than being on the Earth as it formed. These objects are really important in the formation of the solar system and the planets, and they do really shape the planets over the millions and billions of years. You can just look at, say, the Moon and see all the impact craters that gets. So these do have an effect.
It's scary, isn't it, that of all we know, there's so much we don't know. I mean, it's an absolute blank canvas, isn't it, really, in terms of what we need to do and what we need to learn.
Oh, definitely. And even just for these things, there's the ones that we've spotted out, like this 1998 QE2, but there's so many other things out there that could be coming close to us that we don't know about yet because the sky is just very big and it's hard to keep a track of everything.